Hey man, it's J Man. Hey guys, it's J Man 97, and we're here with a review. First ever review. Um, I don't really do YouTube a lot. We'll make videos a lot because I don't have a camera, so the quality comes out shitty. But this was a video I felt I needed to do, or wanted to do actually, and it is a review of ScHoolboy Q's new album, Blank Face LP. I know what you're thinking. Look at me. I listen to rap. Yeah, I do. I do a lot, actually. A story for another time. So, before y'all even say anything, I've been a ScHoolboy Q fan for a while. He's one of my top 5 favorite rappers. Or top, yeah. So I've been a ScHoolboy Q fan for a while, so I've heard all his music. So don't try to play me. Let's get right into it. Blank Face LP. Took notes. I really didn't. I just wrote out the track list, but whatever. So, Setbacks, his first one, Habits and Contradictions, and Oxymoron. His 3 albums. I rate him from best to worst. Or not worst, but the best to the non-best. Oxymoron, number 1. That is just a brilliant fucking album. It is literally, yes, I have a ScHoolboy Q shirt on. It's only right. I'm gonna go see him next week, or this week, Sunday. So I needed a ScHoolboy Q shirt. I'm getting off topic. Okay, so Oxymoron was the best rap album I've ever heard. I still really believe it is. I've heard a lot of rap albums. I've heard a lot of rappers. Oxymoron is definitely the best rap album I've ever heard. So I kind of knew going into the Blank Face. I went in there with high expectations, but I went in there with, not too high of expectations, because with an album like Oxymoron that is just so perfect, 99% perfect, there's only like 2 songs I don't like, and one of them is like a bonus song, Push Your Man. I don't really like that song, and the other one is, what's it called? I have the album, but give me a second. Oxymoron. Groove Line Part 2, Push Your Man, and His and Her Fiend. Those are the only songs I don't like off that album. But besides that, it's a masterpiece. I love every song on that album. But we're not talking about Oxymoron. So, I would do a review on that, but it's kind of late, like 2 years late. So, I kind of knew Blank Face wasn't gonna be as good as that, because it's hard to top. When you're an artist and you make an album that good, it's really hard to top it. But I went in there with high expectations, and I was kind of let down at first. I like every song on this album except Overtime. That song, it just felt too forced, and it was. ScHoolboy Q didn't want to do that song, but his TDE, they forced him to do it. They forced him to put it on the album, and you can tell I don't like it. It's just, people were saying like it's like Studio Part 2. No, Studio's a masterpiece. This song is fucking ass. I don't like it. But when I first heard this album, I was like, there's only like 4 good songs. I was really sad. There's only like 4 good songs, so I was kind of hurt. But I gave it a shitload more chances. I was like, no, I'm not gonna listen to this album that I've been waiting for a long time. Listen to it once and then say it's shit and never listen to it again. No, I listened to it like 5 times by now. I really do like this album. So, going in there with anyone who's watching this review and hasn't listened to this album yet, and you've heard Oxymoron and his other CDs, don't go in there with it thinking it's gonna be a fucking masterpiece. It's not. It's nowhere near close to a masterpiece, but it's good. It's a very good album, don't get me wrong. Just don't go in there with high expectations. Go in there with mediocre expectations, and you'll be blown away. I could not have said that perfectly. Couple of my favorite songs are Ride Out, Whatever You Want. That song is actually probably my favorite off that whole album. It's a whole different direction ScHoolboy I've ever seen ScHoolboy go. When I first heard it, I was like, for like a couple of seconds of hearing it, I was like, what? What is this? But I fucking love that song. By Any Means, Dope Dealer, except Dope Dealer would be perfect if E40 wasn't in it. I don't like E40, I've never liked anything I've heard him in. If he wasn't in it, that song would be fucking great. And Straight Ballin' and Tookie Knows Too. I actually really love the first Tookie Knows. Tookie, whatever. I actually really enjoy the first one. It's so simple. This one's really good too. Yeah, those are the 5 songs I really love off this album. The rest are okay. That part, let's talk about the singles he released. That part, no. The beat is amazing. I love the beat. I'm a big fan of beats, not just lyrics. Although I am more of a lyrical guy, I guess, when I listen to music. So I'm not into like Young Thug or Future or Show Me Quan, all that shit. I'm not saying I don't listen to, you know, basic rap music, because I listen. Well, not basic, but just non-lyrical. Oh shit, my battery's gonna die. But because I do listen to non-lyrical rappers, you know, but whatever, this is not. So a bunch of the songs, they're good. Okay, so that part, ScHoolboy's verses I like. They're not his best by any means. I didn't mean that. But they're not his best verses at all. But they're good. They're decent. Kanye West, his part is so ass. I'm not a fan of Kanye. Of his music. I like Gold Digger though. Can't lie. I fuck with that song. But from what I heard recently of Kanye, like in recent years, I haven't heard his album because I'm not a fan of his music, so I'm not gonna listen to The Life of Pablo. But from songs he was featured on that I've heard, no. But that part is okay. And Groovy Tony, the album or the song he had on the album, the version of Groovy Tony, it was okay. I personally like the first version he released of it better. But it was alright. Other than that, you know, just another song I wanted to point out was Blank Face. I thought the song was gonna be like fucking hardcore, but it's really not. And I didn't like it at first, honestly. I was like, eh. It was one of those things where I would listen to school. Most of the part, or me listening to the album at first, was I would listen to ScHoolboy's part. Or my second time. After I heard the album, I was going through it. The second time, I was just listening to ScHoolboy's parts, and I'd skip anything else. Anderson .Paak, or Pack. Never heard of the guy until recently, because I was looking into the Doe XL Freshman, and he's on there. And, I didn't like that song at first. But then the second time, I would listen to ScHoolboy's part and then skip the song. Now, listening to it like third or fourth, fifth time, listening to his album, I really do like that song. Anderson .Paak really works with it the way it goes. So, it's not one of my favorites, but it's good. I guess that'd be it, you know? And so, it's a good album. I guess my final review of Blank Face LP would be a 7.5 out of 10. I was really hurt, you know, because I was expecting at least a 9. But it's a 7.5. It's enjoyable, you know. It's an enjoyable album. I really do like it. Would I say I really do like it? I really like it. I'm not gonna add the really do like it. That's too much. That was if it's an 8 or 9 or 8. I'd really do like it. But I really like it. 7.5. That's a fair grade. And no, I'm like a lyrical type of person. Like when it comes to rapping, I mainly like lyrical shit. Or not mainly, but I prefer that than just guns, drugs, money, and bitches. I prefer more lyrical shit. So I know what I'm talking about here when it comes to rating this album, because I just know. I've seen a lot of comments on YouTube like, this is like the best album ever, this is the best ScHoolboy's ever done, and those comments are most likely people that like just straight turn up music, not necessarily lyrical shit. So I know what I'm looking for. Like I said, this is just my opinion. You know, someone may think this. I'm pretty sure a lot of people think this album is better than Oxymoron. I don't think so. An Oxymoron is a 9.5 because of those. I'm not gonna give it a 10 because of those 3 songs. Yeah, I'm not gonna give it a 10 because of those 3 songs. But it's a 9.5. This is a 7.5. Oxymoron's on a whole nother level than this. And it's 7.5. I've been listening to it a lot. It's a 7.5. You know. When I first heard it, it was like a 6. Like a 5 actually. Once I heard it multiple times. It's one of those albums you have to listen to multiple times. For me it was. I had to listen to it like, because when I heard Oxymoron the first time, I loved it. That's an album I can play first song to end except those 3. So from the first song to the last song, minus those 3. This album I kind of skip around. Except when I get to Ride Out. Then Whatever You Want by Any Means Dope Dealer. Excuse me. I listen to those straight up. But I mean, it's a 7.5, you know. I was watching an interview and ScHoolboy said he's gonna do an album every 2 years, so or that's what he planned on doing, or just whenever the fuck he wants to drop an album. So am I kind of mad this is what he left for the next 2 years? We're not gonna see another album until 2018. Right? Yeah. We're not gonna see an album for 2018. At least that's by what he's going. If we're going by what he says, and he's the artist, so he knows, then we're not gonna see an album until 2018. This sucks. Blank Face is a 7.5. We're gonna have to listen to a 7.5, or at least I'm gonna have to listen to a 7.5 for 2 years. And it's been a while since I heard Oxymoron, so I'm gonna just revert back to that. But I mean, it has good songs on it. I can't wait to see him live. But that is my review for Blank Face LP. If y'all guys enjoyed it and want me to do other albums, even if it's old albums, like if y'all want me to do a review on Oxymoron, please let me know. Leave a like in the comments. Leave a like in the comments. What am I saying? Leave a comment in the comment section. Like the video. Share the video, please. Just let me know. I'm not being biased at all. You know, I never am. So these are really thorough reviews. I suppose I could have went through every song, but I just mentioned the ones that were worth mentioning to me. Big Body's a good song too. But other than that, so some closing out tips. Don't look in my closet, it's just a mess in there. Some closing out tips for people who haven't heard this album yet. Tip 1. Don't come in with mediocre expectations and you'll be blown away. Tip 2. If you listen to the album at first like I did and you're not satisfied, you're like, man, this sucks. Listen to it more than once. That is why I waited before I did this review. I've listened to this album like 5 times already. I was gonna do a review the first day I heard it, but I was like, no, it's not fair. So I listened to it like 5 times already. Listen to it more than once, and it'll grow on you. There's another album out there that happened to me. I can't remember. Step 3, just enjoy it. You know, enjoy it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. You know, we're all entitled to our own opinions here. Hopefully the next album he drops, it's fucking amazing. I don't know, I watched his interview a long time ago where and he said, you know, the oxymoron, you know, setbacks, habits and contradictions, and oxymoron, you know, it's like, it's going to be like a 5-part album, you know. And I don't know if Blank Face was part of that album or not. Was part of that ScHoolboy, I don't know what, duo, trio, quadruple. I don't know what the 5 one is. Cinco. I don't know. That's what I'm just gonna call it. I don't know if Blank Face LP is part of the Cinco. But if it's not, then we can expect 2 more albums that are part of, you know, kind of that. That's what I was gonna touch on. I forgot. See, I wrote down the track list, but I didn't write down what I was gonna touch on. Oxymoron it's a darker album. I haven't heard Habits and Contradictions, Setbacks in a while, so I can't really say on those 2. But Oxymoron is a darker album. It's pretty dark. And this album, it's like a combination. You know, when I say dark, like hardcore beats and shit, that's what Oxymoron was. This album was a combination of, it was like 50-50. It was like half dark, half, you know, light, you know, like not dark. Like whatever you want. That song is like fucking shit gets you moving, man. Just music like that where it's not dark, but like Straight Ballin' or fucking Tookie Knows 2 shit's dark. So it's like 50-50. That's what I was gonna say. I took horrible notes. This is my notes. I just wrote down the track list and put stars next to my favorite songs. Well, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this review. If y'all want me to review any other album or talk about my talk about my rap, what I like about rap, or just music in general, please let me know. I might do it anyway. But thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and comment. You know what you want to see, what you want me to review, or just what you appreciate it, guys. Peace. Wait, where's the camera at? Oh yeah, fuck. I keep dragging this video on. I have some deleted scenes of this video that I'm making right now. I have some deleted scenes of it, so I'll put that up like the next day. This video, when you're watching this, it'll be up tomorrow. So today is Wednesday. It'll be up Thursday when you're watching this. So the deleted scenes will probably be up Friday. Or no, today's Wednesday. No, today's Tuesday. So it'll be up Wednesday, and then the deleted scenes will be up Thursday or Friday. Fuck it, whenever. Later, guys.